Welcome to Book to Blueprint, where powerful books become practical blueprints for real life. You do not need more information, you need execution. This is Book to Blueprint, where we don't just talk about big ideas, we turn them into actionable blueprints you can use right away. You know that feeling, right? Someone hits you with a, "So, what do you think?" And your mind just completely freezes. It's that moment of pure panic where you're put on the spot. Well, we're going to talk about how to absolutely master that feeling for good. In this explainer, we are building a direct, no fluff blueprint from Matt Abraham's book, Think Faster, Talk Smarter. We'll kick things off with the ultimate goal, the why, then we'll get straight into the how. The big idea behind it all, your new 6-step operating system, and a super practical 5-day plan to get started. And to make sure it all sticks, we'll wrap up with the essential habits you need and common mistakes you don't avoid. All right, let's jump right in. First up, the ultimate goal. This is all about shifting from feeling anxious to speaking with authenticity. Before we get into any tactics, let's get crystal clear on exactly what we're aiming for here. Look, the goal isn't to be perfect. It's not about sounding like a polished TED Talk every single time you open your mouth. The real goal is to become a comfortable, confident, and yes, compelling communicator in any of those unplanned high stakes moments. It's really about feeling good when you have to speak on the fly and letting the real you come through. So, how do we get there? Well, it all starts with the big idea, the core concept that makes this whole thing possible. This is the huge mindset shift. The myth we've all been told is that speaking well on the spot is some kind of natural talent. Yeah, you're either born with it or you're not. But the reality? That's just not true. The entire philosophy of this blueprint is that spontaneous speaking is a skill. And like any skill, it can be learned, it can be practiced, and you can get so much better at it. It's all about having the right method, not some kind of magic. And I absolutely love this quote from Matt Abrahams. He says that speaking off the cuff is more like jazz. It's about improvising, trying to get and staying in the groove with others around us. This just nails it, doesn't it? Stop thinking of it as a rigid classical performance you have to nail perfectly. Instead, think of it as a jam session. It's about being present, connected, and improvising in the moment. Okay, so if it's a skill, how do we build it? Let's install your new operating system. This is the 6-step methodology that will guide everything you do. This 6-step method is your new go-to process. First, you calm your nerves so your anxiety doesn't take over. Second, you unlock your mind by letting go of perfectionism. It's okay to not be perfect. Third, you redefine the moment from a threat into an opportunity. Fourth, and this is huge, you actually listen, pay close attention to what's really needed. Fifth, you use a simple structure to organize your thoughts, and we've got a great one coming up. And finally, you focus your message, making sure it's clear, relevant, and to the point. All right, this is where the rubber meets the road. Let's get into the heart of the blueprint, your step-by-step implementation plan. This is how you put this whole system into action, like this week. Okay, check this out. This is your practical 5-day plan. And the best part? Each drill takes less than 5 minutes. Seriously. So, on Monday, you're going to focus on calm. Just take 3 deep, slow breaths before one conversation. That's it. Tuesday is all about unlocking perfectionism. You're going to play this wild game called Shop the Wrong Main for 30 seconds. Yeah, you literally point at your coffee cup and yell banana. It sounds nuts, but it's designed to make your brain comfortable with being a little imperfect. Then on Wednesday, you'll redefine by looking for 3 opportunities in a meeting. Thursday, you practice listening by just pausing for 3 seconds before you reply in a conversation. And on Friday, we get to structure using a really cool framework that I'm about to show you. And here it is. This framework is called What? So What? Now What? It's a simple 3-part model for pretty much any response. First, what? Just state your main point or observation. Then, so what? Explain why it matters, why it's relevant. And finally, now what? Propose the next step or what happens next. You should really think of this thing as the Swiss Army knife for your communication toolkit. It's so versatile and it just works. So how do you know if you're actually getting better? Simple. Keep a journal. Every day, just jot down the drill you did and rate your confidence on a scale of 1 to 5. The goal isn't to hit a 5 on day 1. The goal is just to see that number slowly but surely start to creep up. That's how you build real, tangible progress you can see. Now, doing a few drills is great, but to make this last, we need to talk about essential habits and behaviors. This is how you make it stick for the long haul. And it all comes back to this one critical shift in your thinking. The old mindset says, this is a performance, I have to be perfect. That just creates a ton of pressure. The new mindset, this is a conversation. I'm just here to connect. That simple reframe takes so much weight off your shoulders and changes everything. To really lock this in, you need to go these behaviors into your routine daily. Just commit to one of those 5-minute drills. Before any meeting, quickly identify your no-feel do goals. Ask yourself, what do I want them to know? How do I want them to feel? And what do I want them to do? During conversations, make a conscious effort to listen, not just wait for your turn to talk. And weekly, glance at that journal. What patterns are you seeing? Where are you making progress? Finally, let's talk about what not to do. These are the common traps that can completely derail your progress. Let's break down the mistakes to avoid. Avoiding these 4 traps is just as important as building the right habits. First up, chasing perfection. Remember, it's a conversation, not performance. Embrace the imperfections. Second, the memorization trap. If you try to memorize lines, you'll just sound robotic. Use bullet points, not a script. Third, ignoring the audience. Don't get so stuck in your own head preparing what you're going to say that you forget to actually listen and connect. And finally, using jargon. Keep it simple. The goal is to be understood, not to sound smart. So, if you take away just one thing, let it be this. Spontaneous speaking is not something you're born with. It is a skill, and it's a skill you can build through deliberate, consistent practice. You are absolutely in control here. So, I'll leave you with a question to get you started. What's the first low-stakes opportunity you're going to use to practice this? Maybe it's a casual call with a friend, or maybe it's just at the dinner table tonight. Whatever it is, start small, start now, and you'll build that confidence one conversation at a time. If you have a book in mind that should be added to our list, comment below. If this blueprint helped you, subscribe, like, and build with us. More blueprints are coming. Stay intentional, stay consistent. We are doing this one book at a time. And remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So share this with them and grow together. Real progress becomes stronger when it is shared. Build your life one blueprint at a time. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you do.